Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast Conversations That Count. I am joined today with a legendary guest, Sandy Johnson, an icon of just about all of our childhoods. And she's going to tell us how she's also an icon of our adulthoods as well. Before I over-introduce you, Sandy, can you tell us about yourself?
Yes, I'm Sandy Johnson. I played Judith Meyers in the original Halloween, John Carpenter's wonderful movie,
For sure.
1978. And I'm just out here visiting with fans and doing cons and making movies.
She is making a ton of movies. Sandy, can you tell us just a few of the movies you're working on, or all of them, if you remember them?
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
All right. I did Pareidolia, which was a film in the UK where I play a midnight DJ. I did Doll of a Seat, where I am a unpopular mother-in-law. Then there was, let's see, the one was, All of the Seat, I was murdered. Oh, The Executioner.
And I think you said that when you lived too, right?
Yes, I get to live. I am a psychiatrist in that one. And then I'm also in a psychiatrist in Deaf Lewis part, I think. Sorry if that's not right. And then Black Sheep. I'm a mother. And oh gosh, I know there are others that I'm not thinking of. Next year, I think is Halloween Shark, where I'm a witch and a owner of a B&B. So
My gosh. How do you,
very busy.
how are you balancing all these different roles in movies and like just keeping it all together? How do you do that?
Oh gosh. Well, I have a wonderful coach, online coach.
Okay.
His name is Gabriel. He's a wonderful actor and singer, and he's a great coach.
Really?
So he helps me a lot. And then I just have to find time to learn the lines. That's the hardest thing, is getting time to learn the lines. And indies tend to give you
Yeah.
lines really late.
Oh, wow. So like they're just finishing the script and handing
Yeah,
it to you. Like, we're shooting next week.
I got the script like 3 days ago for the one I'm doing next week.
Mhm.
And I mean, there's a lot of lines, and I'm gone this weekend, and I have to fly there next weekend. So it's like,
So you're already on the plane, like
Yes.
remembering line after line.
Absolutely.
You know, something you talked about that I think a lot of people don't mention as much is the fact that you have a coach that's like mentoring you, and you're like a legend in your own right. So what kind of impact is having like different coaches and mentors had on you in your career?
Well, obviously very important. Yeah, I mean, Gabriel's wonderful. I love, oh gosh, I've had a lot of other females that have mostly older than me that have been great. I lost my parents when I was pretty young, so I've had
Sorry.
some women in my life that were great role models and just special people who've helped me through rough times.
I love that. See, I was raised by my grandma myself, so like I know what it's like not to have parents, and always on the hunt to like be like, well, what I can't learn from this person, I need to find a mentor somewhere. Do you have any advice on how to find like great mentors and coaches when you're looking?
You know, I think most of mine have just been kind of a natural attraction. I mean, I've just sensed something in a person or something they said kind of got my attention. And I said, well, that's an interesting thing you just said. Like that. And so I think it kind of went from there. The lady that was like my surrogate mom, I mean, I've known her since I babysat for her son when he was 6, and now he's,
wow.
50. So it was just something
Your whole
about
life.
her I loved. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I just lost her last year. So I've
I'm
had
sorry
her
for your loss.
most of my life. But yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
it. I just see something in people.
I think that's amazing. So the way you found coaches, mentors was more of just very organic, whereas you were interacting, kind of living life. It's like, wow, what this person said really stuck with me. I'm sure they have more that will too.
Yes.
Yep. Sandy, that's amazing. All right. Now I have to ask you some questions. This is just more of like, no, before I even get to the funny question, I'm going to ask you a more serious question. If you had something where, because like you said, you had a lot of mentors, coaches, if you had something that you could say to like the Sandy Johnson that's in this picture, what's like something you might tell her, like something you might coach her or mentor her on? I know I didn't prepare you for this,
Yeah.
but like it just kind of came.
I would tell her that even though you're young and a lot of really sad, terrible things have happened, and I know you're depressed a lot, hang in there because life is going to get better. And you're going to have a lot of blessings and good things are going to happen.
Sandy, that was so vulnerable. That's amazing. Would it be weird if I gave you a hug? I felt like that was very vulnerable. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
That was beautiful.
It was true.
Wow. Well, I'm sure if Sandy could hear it, and the Sandy here definitely heard it. So I know it helped me. Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
Now I'm going to just shift the entire feeling.
Whole thing. Okay.
I'm going to ask you, so maybe this actually might shift. This might be a little scary. Have you, especially like you were a part of the Ultimate Stalker franchise, have you ever had a stalker?
I did have a stalker, yes, when I was younger. And it was pretty scary. He scared me pretty good a couple times. He got into my apartment once.
Oh my gosh.
And he had climbed up into a cabinet over my closet. And I was like in the hallway and he like kind of fell out of the cabinet. And I actually had been sewing. I had scissors in my hand and I swear I almost killed him. And then he left. But he had left a shoe in my freezer so that later I would
find
the shoe and know that he'd been in there.
Oh my
gosh. Very creepy.
That's very weird. How?
Yeah.
Wow. Did he end up going to jail at least or? No.
No, he didn't.
See,
I didn't know. You know.
That's something that's like terrifying. And I feel like so many young women have to deal with that just goes unsaid. Is there any advice you have to like women just in general of like, how can they protect themselves, keep themselves safe? Because I mean, heck, I have two with me right now where, I mean, I worry about them too.
Yeah. Boy, be careful. I'm from Texas, so I'm usually protected with a weapon.
Okay.
I know a lot of places you can't do that, but I don't really go anywhere in Texas without my gun.
That's very Texas of you.
Yes.
But it's
very
right.
Texas of me. So, I mean, not that would always, I mean, someone can take you by surprise,
Sure.
but they're going to have a heck of a time getting into my car to get me.
It is a fact. So true. No, I think self-defense is huge. I have my carry license as well. Outside of like Chicago, New York, and California,
Right.
you can carry it. And I think you should. I think that's a good point.
Absolutely.
So ladies, don't feel like you need
Yeah.
a man to keep you safe. You
No,
keep you safe.
That's right.
Stay armed. Stay
Yeah.
dangerous.
Go take your lessons, get a nice, safe weapon.
Yes, 100%. I like that. Okay. Now, with that being said as well, what is something that you love about these types of events, right? We're at GalaxyCon, we're at Nightmare Weekend of Chicago. What are like some of your favorite parts of this kind of event?
Oh, it's absolutely the fans.
It's the fans.
I
Okay.
miss the time of year when there are no cons. My cons, this is early for me. Most of mine, I'm usually really booked close to Halloween. No joke there.
I was like, pun intended, but.
Why don't they spread them out? Because then the rest of the year, I don't get invited. They're all squished together.
Oh, I got
So
you.
this one's
beautiful because it's like,
early.
yeah.
Yeah. So I was excited this year. No, it's absolutely the fans. I have them on social media, in person. Yeah, they're awesome.
That's awesome. Is there anything you want to share with your fans? Any advice? Any just words of like, come see me? Anything at all you like to share with the fans?
Absolutely. I always want them to come see me, and I miss them when I don't get to see them. I'm disappointed if they think they're going to be able to come and then something happens and they can't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, come see me. I miss you when you're not here. And reach out on Facebook or Instagram, as they rock. They're the best. Horror fans are the best. And Halloween fans
Even better.
are the best.
Now I'm going to ask you this, and I might get you in trouble if you say no, but I'm curious what you're going to say anyway. Is Halloween your favorite holiday?
Halloween is my favorite
It is.
movie.
That was my next question too. Is it your favorite movie as well?
Yeah.
So movie, holiday, best there is. Okay, I
Yep.
love it. Now, one thing we always do. Oh, well, actually, I forgot to ask. Tell me about a time, Sandy, you had a conversation that really counted, really impacted.
Right. Well, of course, as a teacher, I had a lot of those conversations
I believe it.
with young ladies especially. But about a year or so ago, I had a conversation with a lady. She was in the horror community,
Okay.
and her name was Jennifer, and she had just lost her dad that she was extremely close to. And I said something on Facebook, and she had, in response to this, and she reached out to me. I gave her my number, and we talked for, I don't know, 2 hours.
Yeah.
And after that, she came back a few days later, and she just said, I want to thank you so much. You have no idea what talking to you for those 2 hours. She said, I just felt it was just like something had lifted. And she said, honestly, I'm still sad, but you made such a difference
Wow.
in the way I felt about all of this. So I just thought that was neat. I was happy
think
that
that's
I
amazing.
could do that.
Especially when someone, because I mean, that's probably the hardest time of her life. And so to have someone reach out, care, and like genuinely would care is
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah,
That's awesome you're able to do
It was
that.
a great conversation.
That's awesome, Sandy. Thank you for sharing that with
Of
us.
course, you're welcome.
You are one of the most open and honest people I may have met. And I appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
You're very genuine and authentic.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for allowing me to share it with
Of course.
as many people as possible. Now, one thing we always do at the end of every episode, we
Uh-oh.
always leave everyone with a challenge.
Challenge.
A
Okay.
challenge of what they're going to do this week to make their lives better. So normally I come up with the challenge, but Sandy, honestly, you're so authentic and genuine. Is there anything you would like to challenge people to do to improve your lives this week, or your fans? If you could speak to your fans and say, here's something I'd like to see you do, what would a challenge be that you'd give them?
If you have room in your house for one more animal, go save one.
Okay,
Bring it home.
I like that. I personally have like 2 cats and we have 2 dogs.
All right.
So I'm a fan of animals myself. So if you have room in your house for just one more animal, even if it's a small one,
Right.
go out there, give it a beautiful home, per the request of Sandy Johnson. And how can you turn down such an amazing human being? I can't. I'm going to have to go find an animal now. And we're going to have 5.
Just go, no way.
I know, right? Like,
Yeah.
let's all calm down. So, Sandy, I've truly been honored to be able to have you on the show, to speak with you, and also just to get some of your wisdom and some of your insights. So thank you for sharing that with all of us.
You're very well.
And we'll make sure that everything, all of your socials, as well as any of the links you have to any of your movies that have came out or are coming out, we'll make sure all of that's in the description so everyone can
Okay.
check it out. Everyone, make sure you check out, wow, my words. I'm so impacted I can barely speak. Sorry. Everyone, make sure that you check out the podcast Conversations That Count on Apple Music and Spotify. This usually doesn't happen to me, Sandy. You're having a very intense effect, all of your knowledge. Make sure you check us out, the Conversations That Count on Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure you complete the challenge. I know everyone has room in their house for one more family member. Make sure you find room for it. Thank you all. Go out there, win, conquer the week. Let's have an amazing day.